Welcome back to the shop, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with us again today. We're gonna get on the 89 CRX Si today. It needs a starter still. It hasn't started up on its own yet, only on the push start. So we're gonna get a starter in there and who knows what else, but it's a beautiful day. So I'm gonna go run and grab some breakfast and maybe hit the beach. Let's roll. Okay, back to the grind. Since working on this last, we learned that the starter was no good. So I'm gonna go on and get down in there and get that starter fixed. I got the battery out of the way, and then you can see I just have to get down in there, and it looks like there's a 14 right there, and there's another one that is around the back and on the bottom of it. I have to pull that out. It's a little difficult to do in the car. It's much easier, of course, to do when it's out. But now that it's in there, we just gotta deal. So I think that's where the problem is, right there in that top. That connector just not connecting. So we'll try another starter. I've got a few over here. Let's see if we can match one up. The old starter sitting here. I take a look at it. You can see that it was definitely in rough shape. Somebody even welded the ear on there. And again, this little piece right here was moving. So I would guess that the connections inside there are just no good. But on the shelf, I have a D15 one. It is a little bit styled a little bit differently, but this circumference right around here is the same as this one. And it's for a 1.5 or a D15 or whatever, so I'm pretty damn sure this is gonna work. We're gonna go ahead and throw it in and see what happens. Starter bolted in, but we're not gonna check it yet because I noticed under the car there was a little puddle. So we saw this little puddle, started to investigate that, and this is the radiator that just came with this car when we bought the car a bunch of episodes back now. And we just reused it, put everything in it, and it seemed to be working, but it looks like there's a little leak somewhere, so we started looking for it, and it looks like it's right. Let me take you guys down here, and you can see right in the middle of the radiator right there. Let me get the focus maybe. Right there. Yeah, so it's coming out of the radiator right there, and it's pooling down at the bottom and then running down and hitting the floor down there. So it looks like we're gonna take this radiator out, and I'm either gonna have to find another one, source another one. Maybe we've got one back there in the pile. But we're gonna take a look. But either way, the radiator's coming out, so we'll get on that. We now got the drain bucket, and check this out. If you look under here, I don't know if we got enough light. Let me try to get some light. I went to drain the radiator, but that's just not gonna be coming out. So I'm gonna have to figure that out too. Gotta be there. No, it's a mess. It's definitely a mess now. It's definitely leaking now. It wasn't leaking before, so it has turned some. Oh, there it goes, yeah. Turns pretty easy. Yeah. Dropped it. Doesn't even have an O-ring on it. So this one's leaking right here. So we had to find another one, and I went back in my stockpile and we found this one. I thought this one was gonna work out, but it turns out it's a little bit too tall. This one must be from an Integra. And we found this one over there in the stockpile too, and it definitely says CRX on it, so I'm pretty sure that one's gonna work. It looks like everything's gonna line up. We're gonna try to put that one in. The last time we had this thing started, the temperature gauge didn't work, so I wanna go ahead and replace the coolant temperature switch on the head just because we have an extra one. And the distributor O-ring may have been leaking, so we're just gonna pull it out and just get new ones in there just to be sure. Right here is the sensor that tells the dashboard whether the temperature is hot or cold. As you know, the H or the C on the dashboard, pretty simple. But this is the sensor that tells it whether it's hot or cold. So we're going to replace that just because we didn't see any temperature before and we know the engine was warm. We got everything going. We just got to bleed the coolant and we're going to give it a start, and hopefully the starter we put in works. We've got everything put back together, so we're just hoping for the best with the starter since it's kind of a thing to dig into, but here we go. What's that about? No, sounded a little misfiery there. Is that a word? Misfiery. Well, the motor seems to have cleaned up and is running a bit smoother. But there's definitely a leak in the exhaust that's causing a spit sputter out the back. Somewhere around there. Oh yeah, under there. Yeah, there's definitely an exhaust leak back there causing it to spit and sputter. But it sounds like the motor's smoothed out. It's running pretty good now. We got the starter in and we got the radiator fixed, and it seems to be doing real well now. Everything's working like it should. We're gonna just let it run for a little bit in here, and then we'll get on the road and see how good it does actually driving down the road. would say that's a successful run. The car is running really good, feels really smooth. It's going through all the gears like it should. After all that time, that's a pretty successful run. I would say we went through all the gears, no problem. The car goes up to speed, no problem. Feels really smooth on the road. Finally, it runs and drives. Took a look at everything. It looks like everything is really good. There's no leaks, not even a check engine light. Pretty much gonna wrap up the video for today. You guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Thanks again to Shane for helping me out again. Until next time, stay mad.